Back to the Belleville Sports Club social media accounts, episode 24 of the Lancer Conversation. A pretty quick one here. It's going to be 3 straight days of an interview episode. Because the boys volleyball team last night was able to capture another regional championship going back-to-back as they defeated Althoff in 2 sets. And with that, here joined by the head coach of that boys volleyball team, Coach Nesbit. Appreciate your time to join me.
Absolutely. Thank you, Stephen.
How was the field getting it done last night?
Feels great, man. Feels really good. We took advantage of a big opportunity last night. We've been wanting to get to this spot. We've been expecting to get to this spot, but we've learned not to take anything for granted and to really relish in the opportunity. So it was a great win last night. The boys played together very, very well, very cohesive, battled hard every single point. Althoff put up a great fight. They kept some rallies alive that were just really incredible, great plays on their side of the net that really pushed us and challenged us to be our best, and the boys rose up to that occasion last night.
How was the guys' reaction after the game? I bet they were pretty pumped.
They were really pumped, really excited, but not surprised. Like I said, we're confident. We expect to be in this position right now. We're not taking anything for granted, but the celebration didn't suggest that we've done enough. There's more work to be done and more celebrating to be done. So we're looking forward to the next step.
Kind of looking as a program now, you guys went back-to-back. How does that feel?
Really great. I mean, it'll after the season look back on that and let that soak in a little bit more, because we're pretty focused on practice today and taking on O'Fallon tomorrow. But yeah, big picture-wise for our program, we went through a drought there before last year, before getting another regional plaque, and so to get 2 in a row is a good feeling, and our program's going in the right direction.
It's been a while since we sat down and talked, so before we talk about Saturday, tomorrow, we'll talk about regular season. Last time I talked was about the week before, a few weeks before, you guys took on SLU High, which was a big win for you guys. What did that win do for you guys on the court? How did that help you guys get better?
I think it justified a lot of things for the boys. Great question, Stephen. So yeah, I think that it made the boys realize we're on the map. And we're a force to be reckoned with. That was a really great night, and it came at really a good time of the season. I think that was it mid-April maybe, right before our tournament play really picked up and the schedule got tougher. And so I think we dropped to O'Fallon later that week, but it didn't take away from that accomplishment against SLU, and that really did give us a big boost of confidence moving through that tough part of our schedule.
Yeah, speaking of the tournaments, I believe it was the week after you guys played in the Lutheran Southern tournament. You guys got first place. Jared got MVP, pretty good for his recognition and pretty good team play in that weekend. Yeah,
we used that tournament to really kind of experiment with some lineup changes and tweak some things, and then we met up with Whitfield in the championship game. We had played Whitfield in our own tournament in March, but I think they were ranked number 2 or 3 in the St. Louis area small school rankings. They're a great team, really strong team. They just lost a few nights ago in the Missouri State semifinals to Webster Groves. And so to play them twice and beat them twice in tournaments this season is a great accomplishment.
You guys, into the next week after that, played another very tough opponent in the finals in the Webster Groves tournament, St. Dominic. What was that one like?
That was a rematch from last year's championship game against them. They got the better of us in 2022, and then it was our turn this year. First set was a great performance by our team. We really controlled the pace of play in the first set. Second set, I think we were pushed, and I think the final score was maybe 29-27. We had to go some extra rallies there to get that job done, but I think they also lost in the quarter or semifinals of their class in the Missouri State tournament this week. Really strong team, couple really great players, and so winning that trophy was great.
You guys also got another tournament win a few weeks later at O'Fallon. Jared won MVP again, and then I want to talk about August Warner. He got all-tournament first team. In your eyes, how has August improved from last year to this year?
August is hitting the ball harder, and he's serving better and playing, probably most notably playing better defense in the back row as compared to his sophomore season last year. It's an aspect of his game that I think he is still learning to develop and learning to relish in that role, and seeing the importance of what he can do in the back row. Because when he's doing a great job, we're clicking on all cylinders, firing on all cylinders, and that's really what he did last night for us. His play in all 6 rotations was fantastic.
You guys, if we look at the regular season, you guys had pretty good accomplishments, 29-3-2 record, and also 3 regular season tournament wins. How fun has it been for you to coach these guys and see the success they have on the court?
It's one of the most fun seasons I've ever been blessed to be a part of. The wins are great. I think we picked up our 31st win last night. That's so exciting and really, really neat. But the real good stuff is what happens in practice, what happens in the huddles, and seeing the guys execute things and have fun together and challenge each other and push each other. And we're all doing it together. And there's a lot of guys in the gym, and only 6 of them can be on the floor at one time. But boy, nobody takes their foot off the gas. And it's been a really, really fun season, and I hope it lasts for a little over a week here.
Yeah. As the season developed, Jack Byers has become a more regular part of the rotation. How good has he been for you guys only as a sophomore?
Yeah, Jack, his game really, really developed. He's hitting all angles with his attacks now, which was something that he wasn't doing as much a year ago or so, and now he's a threat to hit any spot on the floor. He's got a great leaping ability. He's a big, long reach, and gets up and hammers the ball. And that's just been a real key to our success, is to have threats like he and August on the outside in all 6 of our rotations. It opens things up for some of our other attackers, and he's doing an awesome job. His defensive game has gotten so much better too. He's blocking much better, and we're all reaping the benefits of that.
Your guys' setter, Tanner Stinnett, won Player of the Week a few weeks ago back in early May. I just want to read his stats off. In those 12 sets, he had 109 assists, which is about 9 per game, 19 digs, which is about 1.58 per game. He had 5 aces, 1 block. How much of a problem has Tanner been for other teams this year?
I would think he's been a huge problem for the other teams. Tanner is such a level-headed, great leader for us out there. He's always having a good time, and he usually leads by example, but when he needs to lead verbally, he does. And few people can outwork him. He's just a go-getter out there. He distributes the ball very, very well, and that's something that we've improved on since earlier in the season. So yeah, I would think if you asked other area coaches how big of a problem Tanner's been, I think they'd shake their heads and say, yeah, he's been an issue.
We look at tomorrow, the sectional semifinal. You guys play O'Fallon again, which is a rematch from last year. What do you want to see from your guys tomorrow?
I want to see them playing loose, having fun. There's no doubt they're going to play hard. I know we will. But I want to see that aspect of their mental game. We talk in our team about being open and staying loose. And I think if we can do that, and if we can execute a few of the things that we're working on technique-wise, strategy-wise, that it's going to be a good outcome for us tomorrow, hopefully.
You guys have had 2 tough losses against them. I know the guys on the court, they've been having this state circle, trying to respond. I know it's been all year. It looks like it's going to be O'Fallon East at some point in the regional or sectional. What's their vibe, their feelings, their thoughts going into tomorrow?
They feel that we've earned the right to be there tomorrow. They feel that it's going to be tough to beat us 3 times. And they're very confident and ready. We still don't know where or when we're going to play tomorrow, which is kind of frustrating at the moment. But, I think if you asked any of the boys, they'd say, we'll play anywhere, anytime. We're ready to go. We've been looking forward to this game all season. we're going to show up, and the boys are going to be ready.
You know this team better than anyone else. What is one reason why you think you guys win tomorrow?
I like that question too. One reason that I think we win tomorrow. I kind of said it, and it's a bit of a cliche, but I think it's going to be tough to beat us 3 times.
Yeah.
I do. And I think that we've learned in those 2 losses against O'Fallon this year, we've learned a lot about who we are, what doesn't work well for us, and what does work well for us. And so if there had to be one reason that I think things will go well for us tomorrow, I think it's because we've lost twice. And there's a lot that we took out of that, out of those 2 contests that will help us prepare for tomorrow.
Well, Coach, I appreciate you taking time to join me. Good luck
bet.
tomorrow. Get it done.
Thanks, Stephen.